are some words that have been used to describe what happened to Chris Paul and the Suns in their Game 7 loss to the Mavericks. Humiliating, eviscerated, blowout, absolutely embarrassing, and a good old-fashioned butt-kicking, but you can use other words there. But what is next now for Chris Paul, 37 years old, getting so close again to a title and again falling short? Well, this year the Suns went up 2 games to begin their series against the Mavs. They lost. Same thing happened last year in the NBA Finals against the Bucks. Now 5 times in Chris Paul's career has he led a team to a 2-0 lead in a playoff series, only to lose it. And as you see down there, the most blown 2-0 series leads by any player in NBA history. Let's welcome in Avery Johnson to talk about what happened in that game. We're going to talk about everything going on in the NBA right now, but I need to start with a quote from Pat Bev here. Chris Paul says he's not retiring. Here's what Patrick Beverley had to say about Chris Paul. Quote, "Nobody worried about Chris Paul when you play the Phoenix Suns. He has finessed the game to a point where he gets all the petty calls. CP can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that. He's a cone. You know what we do with cones? In the summertime, you have a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do? It stays still." Avery, what do you think about that quote? And what do you think about Chris Paul's future?
Well, it's a little bit of hyperbole. When you've had the career Chris Paul has had, it's easy to pile on when you get embarrassed in a Game 7 at home when you've won 64 games and they had a bad night at the office. You know, they didn't show up at the office. And unfortunately, Dallas, dominated in this win. And because they did, there's going to be a lot of fallout. But to really just utterly disrespect Chris Paul in his entire career, the man is 37 years old. You know what type of career you've had when you played in Game 7s from 2008 all the way to 2022. How many Game 7s has Beverley been involved in? So again, I don't really like the utter disrespect on Chris Paul. Who knows? I don't know if he was injured or not, but he just didn't play well over the last week. Can we also just give Dallas and their coaching staff and their players credit for really attacking Chris Paul when he was on the defensive end, for slowing him down on the offensive end? Did we hear this about Chris Paul when he was 14 for 14 in that closeout game against the Pelicans? Where was the disrespect from Patrick Beverley in that situation? So yes, he's not the same player he was. I played 16 years in the NBA and I retired at 39. I wasn't the same player at 37 than I was when I was at 27. It happens. But to disrespect this man like this, I think this is just piling on.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.